So many of us were taught that being in relationship equals being enough. But what if that need isn't actually yours? And what if the thing you've been avoiding, being alone, isn't the scary monster that you've made it? I know we can look at like shows and movies as a very easy.
Jerry Maguire.
What?
Are you going to Jerry Maguire?
I don't know. I was going to say something, but maybe it's from that. I was going to say so often we see in TVs and shows, TV shows and movies, this idea of you complete me, you're my soulmate. And people will in the more spiritual realm talk about like twin flames and stuff. Thankfully, from my point of view, I think some of that is actually starting to change in like romance movie world. And I'm really grateful for that. And so many of us were brought up with these ideas of searching for that person who completes you, whether that's a friendship or a romantic person, or even finding like fulfillment in work in a certain way, I think can also do that. So maybe where we begin is, what would you like to say to the people who are like looking for that source of completion through a relationship?
So, with the tools that we use from Access Consciousness, so if you're here and you don't know what that is, you can Google it. But it's like looking at the energies underneath everything, because most of what's out there is like surface level change seeking. Because if you're not actually looking at the energy of the points of view that you hold about you, about relationships, about everything, the energy is what's actually determining what shows up in your life. So let's just break it down. We're in Pragmatic Magic University here. Let's break it down to the fundamental point of view that if you need something else to complete you, that you aren't whole as you. And that is a recipe for disaster, because then you're always seeking something outside of you. And I don't mean to sound so cliche, because I know it's like you are the source and you don't look outside of you. Like everything comes from within. Like I hear that and I've heard it for years, and then but nothing like showed me how to acknowledge it and be it like the tools that we use, because I wasn't looking at the fundamental programming that you so brilliantly showed us. It's like in every song, like every love song, I believe Walt Disney is the reason for a lot of relationship disasters. I think we need to call him up and be like, stick to Mickey Mouse. Even Mickey Mouse had to have a partner. Like he had to have Minnie. Like what? But all of those princess movies and all these things like Seeking Your Prince, like that is all this like conditioning that we have grown up with and been around, and that limit us from actually diving into having a relationship with ourselves. And I think we avoid that for a multitude of reasons. It's like you mentioned, the fear of being alone. But the only reason you have a fear of being alone is because that fundamental point of view underneath is that you're not whole unless someone's with you. So you'll be alone as half a person, or you'll be alone with the wrongness or the emptiness, I would probably call it better, that you think someone else is going to give you. And so it like this conversation is really about more digging underneath and then readjusting like your psyche and like where you're positioning relationship and its value in your life. And again, it's not just the people that you have sex with and kiss their naked parts. It's also your friendships, parents with their children. Like a lot of people do primary relationship with their kid and don't know who they are when their kids go off to college or move out or whatever, right? And so because you're finding your value in someone else and you're always seeking their validation of you through the relationship, what else is possible beyond that, we might ask?